Guys, my name is Cassie, and I'm the founder of the holistic wellness website, Wholefully. I'm a certified holistic nutritionist, a certified health and wellness coach, and a certified believer that eating healthfully and treating your body with compassion can totally change your life. And one of the ways that I like to make sure to do that is through meal prep. Now, if you've ever seen the pictures on Instagram or Pinterest of the perfectly pre-made meals, you've probably thought, wow, that's a great idea, but how do I fit that within my life, my budget, my time constraints? Today in this video, I'm gonna give you a quick primer on how to get started meal prepping, how to make sure it fits with your life, your family, your budget. We're gonna make it work for you because I think it's one of the greatest tools in our toolkit for healthy eating. So let's get started. So before we really dig in, let's talk about what meal prep is. Meal prep is taking a little bit of free time, maybe on the weekends, maybe after work, to prep your foods in bulk for the upcoming week. You can do this in a couple different ways. Some people like to prep full meals, and so you've probably seen the divided containers where it's divided into veggies and protein. So with that method, what you'll see is the same foods in your meal for every single meal for, say, a week. Now, a lot of people like that because it's super easy, grab and go. You don't have to think about it at all. No questioning, no trying to put ingredients together, no nothing. Just literally grab it, take it on the go, or grab it and sit it on a plate. Another option for meal prep is to prep elements. And so instead of actually prepping a full meal, what you would do is think about the elements that maybe are really time intensive or that you use throughout the week. Say, cooked chicken is a good example. And so what you would do is roast a bunch of chicken ahead of time, and then you would have it in the fridge ready to add into soups or salads or whatever you have on your menu for that week. Me personally, I like to do a combo of both. I like to have a few pre-prepped meals like salads in a jar or even full prepped meals, but I also get bored really easy. And so I like to have just a few elements in my fridge that I can use to kind of create meals on the fly. Either way, I've saved myself a ton of time by having it prepped during my downtime on the weekends instead of trying to figure out how to fit it all in during that crazy busy Thursday night. So before you really dig into meal prep, you need to decide which method works for you. Maybe you'd prefer to have your full meals already cooked and ready to go. Go ahead and do that. Or maybe you get bored really easy like I do and prefer to do elements. Either way, think it through, maybe even try each one and decide. Once you've decided your method, it's time to start thinking about what your meal pain points are. We all have them in a day. Maybe it's really easy for you to get up and have breakfast every morning. Maybe you are an early riser and you like to make a leisurely breakfast every morning. You have plenty of time before you have to get the kids off to school or you have to get off to work. That meal isn't a pain point for you. But when you get home from work each day, if you have to rush and scramble to get dinner ready, that's probably a pain point for you. So just take note of those. Those are probably the places where you want to put some of your meal prep effort. For me, my pain points are lunches and snacks. I always get wrapped up in what I'm doing and forget to eat. So if there's food there ready for me to grab, it ensures that I can go ahead and have something easy for me to grab without getting too distracted or off track. For you, it might be that dinner is your pain point or breakfast is your pain point. Whatever that is, really focus your meal prep time on that meal to help make it go more smoothly. If you enjoy getting together as a family every night and cooking dinner and it's so much fun, don't worry about meal prepping for it. Use your meal prep time wisely. Use it on the problem meals to help make them a little bit easier. When you're ready to start meal prepping, I recommend starting with maybe 1 or 2 items for each of those trouble meals. So for me, an example is I like to do snacks and lunches. And so what I'll do is I'll pick maybe hard-boiled eggs for snacks and then date balls for snacks. And then for lunches, I'll do maybe salads in a jar and tuna salad. Now I have a little bit of variety, so I don't get sick of having the same hard-boiled eggs for a snack every single day, but I have them in there in case there's an emergency, in case I'm so hungry and I'm so busy, I have to grab something, it's there. But if I have extra time to make my own little snack, I can do that. It's a great way to add meal prep to your routine, just a little bit of the time. That way you don't have to spend your entire Saturday in the kitchen cooking food for the upcoming week. I highly recommend picking a meal prep day. So decide if it's Saturday or Sunday or maybe Tuesday after work or maybe Thursdays are the easiest day for you. Whatever is the easiest day for you when you don't really have anything else going on, circle it on your calendar. That's your meal prep day. I recommend going ahead and going grocery shopping for your meal prep day the day before. You don't really want to have to cook and do the grocery shopping on the same day. That's a recipe for exhaustion. So when it's time to get ready for meal prep, what I like to do is refer to that list I made of 1 or 2 items for the trouble meals, and then I set a timer. I literally set a timer. I decide how much time I am willing to devote to that today. Sometimes it's a lot of time, 3 or 4 hours. Sometimes it's a half an hour or an hour if I just can't do it. but any amount of time you can devote to meal prep is gonna help you out later on in the week. So maybe you only get hard-boiled eggs done. Okay, great, that's something you don't have to do later. Or maybe you're really feeling it today and you get 15 items done and you don't have to cook for the rest of the week. Also great. It's not about all or nothing, it's about being flexible with what your schedule and your mental capacity allows for that week. So before you set your timer each week on meal prep day, really think about it. This is how much I'm willing to devote to this time today. Set it, and when the timer goes off, clean up and stop what you're doing. Once you're done with your meal preps for the week, I recommend storing them in glass storage containers and then making sure to label them with the contents and the date, and then popping them in your fridge right where you can see them. That way you always know what's in there, you know if it's from last week or this week and when you should use it up, and that way other people in your family and your household also know what's in there so they can eat on it too. My last meal prep tip is to use your food. This is something that a lot of people really struggle with for some reason. They put all that work into the food and then they think they need to stockpile it, like they need to save it. My recommendation is to just use it to make your life easier no matter what the circumstances are. So even if you have an easy day, why not use those snacks you already created? Just use the food. Make sure you put your effort to good use. I recommend every few days taking stock of what foods are in there, and if you want, you can even split up your meal preps, and so you do 30 minutes 3 times a week, and that way you can always have new fresh foods in there. You never have to worry about things going bad or that they're being too much and too overwhelming to get through. You gotta figure out how meal prep works for you and your family, and it might take a couple of weeks for you to do that, but I promise it's gonna make your life so much easier and you're gonna be eating so much healthier. I hope this video helped demystify some of your questions about meal prep, and I hope it helps you make sure healthy eating is a normal part of your day.